This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Last class we discussed about the GST, correct? No. So what is the GST? So then how they are going nowadays means how the GST is going to applying. Okay. So all the details we were discussing in about that. Next, going to share first. Last class we were discussing about that GST. So to replace all the indirect taxes, they introduced the GST July 1st, 2017. Okay, so that it is an indirect tax to us. So here, so they introduced as a one nation, one tax, and one market, like this. They introduced to replace all the indirect taxes, all these things. So in the GST is not an incremental tax; it is an transformational tax. Okay, in that you have to note this point you have to note this one also, how they were called calculating how what is the inward supply, what is the outward supply, all these things. Yes, in yesterday classes we discussed about the GST, correct? No, in that any confusions, any doubt is there? Mm. Okay, so here next options, GST tax structure. In the last class, so we noted some of points, all these things. See, goods supplied or service rendered. So that is the intra-state, means within a state. When we are, even if it is purchase, inward supply also okay, outward supply also okay. Within a state, we are purchasing or selling the product. So intra-state, that is we call as a intra-state, within a state. So that is the central tax and state tax options it will come. Suppose some of places, union territory places, means UGST, union territory places, means Goa, Puducherry, all these things, they consider as a union territory places. That places they will not going to collect a SGST. Two taxes, one CGST, another tax is their union UGST they are going to collecting. Okay, so that is the state tax, SGST or UGST, union territory places. Puducherry, Goa, Andaman, Nicobar, all these are the union territory places. In that places, they will not going to collect a SGST. They are going to, instead of that SGST, UGST they are going to collecting. Okay, so that's the intrastate supplies. Intrastate suppliers means purchase also okay, sales also okay. Next, interstate means outside the state, between two states. Integrated tax IGST it's going to happen in here. CGST so stands for Central GST, tax collected by central government, applicable on supplies within the state. Within the state means intra-state. SGST stands for State GST, tax collected by state government, applicable on supplies within the state. Means within the state means intra-state. UGST stands for Union Territory GST, tax collected by Union Territory, applicable on supplies within the Union Territory of place. So then IGST stands for Integrated GST, tax collected is shared between center and state, applicable on interstate and import transaction, all these things. State to state, intrastate, sorry, interstate, state to state. Example, transaction is happening Karnataka to Tamil Nadu or Karnataka to Kerala, Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh, like this, state to state. So that transactions, when transaction is going to happening, IGST, integrated tax, we are going to collect it. Okay, so determination of GST intra-state means within a state. One more time I am going to give the example. Yesterday I taught all these things. One more time I will share that. So here determination of GST means nothing but intra-state, within a state, when the transaction is happening within the state. So location of supply. Example, in Karnataka only, location of supplier also Karnataka, place of supply also Karnataka. So charge of tax CGST and SGST. That's the intra-state transactions. Intra-state transaction. Okay. So if it is an intra-state transaction, CGST, SGST is going to happen. Okay. Next, see, this is for intra-state transaction. Okay, means within a Karnataka, location of supplier also in Karnataka, place of supply also Karnataka only. That is we call as a intrastate. CGST, SGST is going to happen in that. Next, determination of GST interstate. So what is that? Interstate means state to state. Example, location of supplier Karnataka. So then place of supply is Tamil Nadu. Charge of tax IGST, integrated tax. Understood? Location of suppliers Karnataka, place of suppliers Tamil Nadu, charge of tax interstate IGST. So last class also we discussed about the GST number. So the 15 digit GST number. So first 2 digit state code, after that 10 digit. So that's a PAN card number. Entity code is nothing but its identification, means indicates the number of business. For example, this is the first business. Here I opened one textile shop. This is my GST number. Next, another place in Mysore, one more, or else in Malleshwaram I opened one more textile shop. Same state code also same, no? PAN card also same, but here entity code it's going to change here. In the single person, multiple GST number also we can get. In the same address, multiple GST number also we can get. Okay, so here only this entity code number is going to change. That time it's going to display this, the indicates the number of business. Here two options it will come. One more branch if you open. Okay, so then 14th digit, that is the default options only Z. Last one is it can be alpha or numeric option. Only the in the entity code it's going to change to us. Some of details for, I already mentioned you in that government is saying all the person should pay the tax, like this is not going to say. They given some of limitation to us. If my turnover, company turnover is greater than, more than, if you cross the greater than 40 lakh, that person consider as a regular dealer. That person consider as a regular dealer. So that regular dealer should pay, means it can be minimum greater than 40 lakh, the company treasure limit, turnover greater than 40 lakh rupees. Regular dealer, company turnover greater than 40 lakh. Greater than 40 lakh. Okay, that person consider as a regular dealer. Okay, so then if it is a, then that regular dealer should pay all slabs. Slabs means five. Suppose when they are going to purchasing or selling the 5% GST product, or 12% also, okay, 18%, 28% product, when they are going to purchasing all the slabs they have to pay. Okay, that regular dealer. Another one, composition dealer. Composition dealer. Composition dealer turnover means per year turnover up to up to 1.5 crore. That's it. Okay, up to 1.5 crore. If you exceed the 1.5 crore amount, so that person considered as a regular dealer. Okay, so that's why when their income turnover, company treasurer limited turnover up to 1.5 crore, that person considered as a small scale industries. If they exceed that amount, if you cross the 1.5 crore, that person considered as a regular dealer. Okay, so for them, for composition dealer, we have some of rules and regulations we have in that. So because regular dealer should pay all the slabs when they are purchasing the goods or selling the product, they have to collect all the GST. When they are going to purchasing the product, they have to pay the GST. Means even if it is a 15% goods they are going to purchase, sorry, 12% GST goods they are purchasing, they have to pay the 12% GST. Even if it is a 18%, they have to pay the 18%. But composition not like that. Composition dealer means their income is only 1.5 crore, that's it. So if that composition dealer consider as a small scale industries, that's why what government is saying, see, if they are a for composition dealer, registration conditions for composition scheme, what is that means, applicable for all transactions under pan rate of tax. If they are a manufacturer, they are a composition dealer, so only 1% GST they are going to pay in the total amount. How much total amount is there for in the each invoice, total amount only 1% they are going to pay that. If they are a trader, so 1% only. Suppose supply of food or drinks for human consumptions, so 5% GST they have to pay, that's it. For a total amount, each bill, how much they are going to collect the amount, in that 5% they have to pay that. And for them, some of rules and regulations. What is the rules and regulation? This is the rules, no? Okay, next, for composition scheme, they should supply of goods through an electronic commerce operator, interstate outward supply shall not collect the tax. Interstate means state to state, when they are going to selling the product to outstate, so they should not sell anything for interstate. With only the intrastate only they have to do the transaction. Okay, so they should not sell the product to interstate. Okay, and when they are purchasing some of amount within a state, they should not claim input tax options. Means, so they paid, so while purchasing the product, for example, one of the customer, he is in Bangalore only, so I am a composition dealer. For example, I am a composition dealer. I purchase some of product in this Bangalore only. When they are going to purchasing the product, I have to pay the tax, but that amount I should not collect from the, I should not claim from the government. That options we don't have in that. Okay, so then this is the rules. They should not sell to interstate also. Within a state only they have to do the transaction, all these things. When they are purchasing the product anything, they have to pay the tax. For example, you are a regular dealer, I am a composition dealer. When I am purchasing the product from you, you are collecting GST from me. I have to pay the GST, but I should not claim the GST amount from the government. That option is not there. Input tax availability is not there. Okay, all these are the rules and regulations. Some of GST rate structure details is there. In that last class I showed that some of exempted goods, merit rate goods, and standard rate goods, demerit rate, additional cess. So all these are the GST rate structure. Some of product. So what is that? For which product we have exempted product? See now, rate, zero rate means GST exempted. GST exempted. GST exempted zero rate goods and services. This includes essential items including food. So then grains, salt, jaggery, for that no GST, nothing is there. For milk, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, early morning if you purchase exempted. For milk, if packed goods, for example, early morning when we are going to purchasing the fresh vegetables, goods, milk, all this thing, for that no GST means, so rate is different. After 10 o'clock, again rate is going to change. Okay, so and packed, they, if they packed the product anything, they are going to collect that. For that also different rate is there. So they will store some of product in their godown, and for that also some different rate is there. So that means some of including food means milk, fresh vegetable, fresh fruits, salt, jaggery, and for all these things we don't have GST anything. Grains, for that we don't have GST. That is a GST exempted zero rated product. Next, here I will show that. See, nil rated goods, 0%. Grains, salt, jaggery, milk, for that no GST, nothing is there. Okay, exempted goods, bread, fresh fruits, milk, fresh vegetables, all these things exempted product. They are not going to collect the GST. In the shopping mall, they will stores, they will keep some in the cooling place, and they are going to pack that, so that for that they are going to collecting the amount, extra amount they are going to collect. Non GST, petrol, alcoholic, for that no GST, nothing is there. Okay, all these are the non GST product. And essential goods and service at 5% means it's this includes commonly used items, commonly daily using item, all provisions items, for that 5% is there. Example, common using items means all the provisions for oil, rice, so for all these food items, 5% GST is there. Okay, so next, in that, standard rate, standard rate goods and services at 12% and 18%. This includes fast moving consumer goods. That means fast moving goods, all these things, all electronic goods. So for the all chocolate also, say 18% is there, 12%, 18%. Fast moving consumer goods, for that 12% and 18% GST is there. Demerit rate means a special luxury goods and services at 28%. This includes luxury cars, tobacco, and so then some of foreign brand drinks, for that 28% GST is there. In that, 5%. See all the provisions, food, tea, baby, milk, food, spices, all these things, 5%. Then rice, dal, oil, all these are the 5% GST. 12% means ghee, almonds, pouches, purses, handbag, nuts, all these products, 12%. And pastry, soups, cameras, washing machine, shampoo, all electronic goods, it comes under 18% GST also. Motor vehicle, luxury goods, for luxury goods, luxury cars, tobacco, and all this all other foreign brand, for that 28% GST is there. Additional cess means tax on tax options. Additional cess, we can add the additional tax on tax, educational tax. For that, they are going to adding the cess charges also. In that, additional cess means 1% to 28 for 25% on luxury goods and services. They are going to collecting the cess charges. Articles outside the GST tax rate slabs means there's a gold, gems, jewelry, for the 3% GST is there. Rough precious and semi precious stones, at an 0.25% GST is there. Note the point. Then then okay. In that, invoicing, in the invoicing, we have two types of invoicing. What is that means? Tax invoice, when we sold some of the outward supply, when we are selling the product to our customer. So tax goods, whenever we are going to selling the product, so tax invoice, that is the invoice name is tax invoice. is going to generate as tax invoice. Bill of supply means when we are selling the product exempted goods or credit note, debit note means purchase return or sales return, that time bill of supply options it will come. Like that, two types of invoicing we have. Note this point also. In that two types of invoicing, one is tax invoice, another one is bill of supply. Tax invoice means outward supply. Whenever we are selling the product with the GST product, so then tax invoice is going to generating. Next, bill of supply means exempted goods. When we are selling the exempted goods, so bill of or credit note, debit note, bill of supply will come. So that is like that. Two types of invoice is there. One is tax invoice, another one is bill of supply. Understood? Next up, so e-way bill. Actually, e-way bill means that is the e-way bill is nothing but, so that's the evidencing the movement of goods. Suppose whenever we are sending the product, transporting the product, exporting the product to interstate, the goods value is more than 50,000. The goods value is more than 50,000. So then only government is going to generate the e-way bill, electronic way bill. That is a transportation. See, when goods are shipped from one place to another, a physical document declaring the detail of consignment is provided by the carrier. In that, so details like that consignor name, consignee, who is the seller, who is buyer, so then the origin of consignment, the destination, route, all the details we have to mention in the e-way bill. Okay, so e-way bill is nothing but electronic way bill. That is the evidence, that e-way bill is for evidencing the movement of goods. Okay, so then if the invoice value is more than 50, all registered dealer must generate the e-way bill for the interstate movement of goods. When we are going to exporting the product for out of state, the goods value is more than 50,000, then so we have to generate the e-way bill. E-way bill is nothing but electronic way bill. It is the evidence the movement of goods only in that. So destination, so how many kilometers, so the consigner, consignee name, what is the product, what is the goods value, entire details we have to mention in that. Okay, that is we called as a e-way bill option. E-way bill, the goods value is more than 50,000, then only government is going to generating the e-way bill option. Transportation of the goods, when we are exporting the product. Okay, so that is the e-way bill options it will come. Note this point. So I change the font color, no, that points you have to write. The red font you have to note in your book. Finish, ma? Then, okay. Next, how to activate the GST. So, how to activate the GST means activation of the GST. First, we have to activate the GST amount. In that means GST we have to activate in our company. So, after creating the company, we have to activate the GST because already we created company, so many transactions also we done. We have to activate the GST option. Okay, so then next, suppose I am a regular dealer, monthly a taxpayer, I am a taxpayer, monthly I am going to pay. So what is the due date to pay the tax? Timeline for payment of GST. For payment of GST means, so for due date, that is the regular monthly return filer, so that means monthly payer. So for regular dealer, that's the 20th is the next date of 20th is the due date. Okay, 20th of the subsequent month means, for example, today this month date, this month tax amount I have to pay, they given some of due date. Next month 20th is the last date, due date. Before 20th I have to pay the GST. If I didn't pay per day, 50 rupees penalty I have to pay. Okay, so if I pay the tax amount, due date is next month 20th is the due date. For example, this month Feb month, no, Feb month details, Feb month tax amount, March 20th, before that we have to pay that. Next month 28th is the due date. Before 28th we have to pay all the details. If I didn't pay also, per day 50 rupees penalty I have to pay to the government. Okay, so due date. Okay, next month 20th is the due date to pay the tax. Okay, so that is the due date to pay the tax amount. Next options in that. So, for example, where, whenever we are purchasing the product, whenever we are selling the product. Inward supply means purchasing, we are purchasing. Outward supply means selling. So that is the form. This the GSTR1 form, means all the sales information. What, how many sales, how much sales we done in the particular month, all the sales details we have to mention in the GSTR1 form. Okay, so that means here see, here also is there GSTR1, that's the sales file return. Sales information means all sales details or informations we should give in the GSTR1 form. We have to fill in that. That's the file return. That is we called as a file return. Means sales file return. So that details, all the sales details we have to mention in the GSTR1 form. Okay, that is the we called as a GSTR1, that is for sales details. GSTR1 for sales file return, we have to do that. Same details they given here. GSTR1 is the monthly quarterly return, includes the details of all outward supply. Means whenever we are selling the product, outward supply, and it must be filed by the taxable person registered under GST. So means, so if I am a regular also, okay, monthly payer also is there, quarterly payer also is there, annual payer also is there. But all the details, means that sales returns all the details of outward supply, means how much we sold, all the details must, and it must be filed by the taxable person, means who is going to pay the tax. Monthly I'm a taxpayer, monthly I'm going to pay the tax. So outward supply details, all these things must be filed in the GSTR1. In that form we have to file. That means so here file return details we have to mention. That is the GSTR1 form. Okay, understood? For all the, for sales, outward supply must be filed in this form. That is a farm name. Okay, means outward supplies, how much we sold, all the information, all the details, how much we sold, how much we collected, which date we sold the product, so who is the customer name, so what is their GST number. So all these informations we have to fill in the GSTR1 form. That is the, so outward supplies must be filed in the GSTR1 form. That means who is taxpayer. I am the payer. We are going to pay the monthly. We are going to pay the tax. So we have to must be fill in the outward supply information. All the details we have to fill in the GSTR1 form. This is for sales details. Means sales details. Sales details. Understood? So next, a registered taxable person must file GSTR1 file returns. This the options we have. All the GSTR1 is the monthly or quarterly pay return that indicates the details of all outward supply, and it must be filed by the taxable person. Who is going to pay the, who is the registered person, that person. So they have to fill all the details, filed by the taxable person. Means for example, I am running the company, I am a regular dealer, monthly payer, means monthly taxpayer. So I have to fill all the outward supply information, details, all these things I have to fill in the GSTR1 form. This is for sales details, sales information. Okay, so a registered taxable person must file GSTR1 file return. That is a form name. That one we have to fill in that. Okay, this is for sales option. Next, GSTR 3B. GSTR 3B is nothing but form GSTR 3B is an intermediate return. Means the GST details with regular registers should GSTR 3B file as monthly return. Okay, who is paying the tax? Means I am paying the tax filing. So how much amount we have to pay the tax amount, the details we have to fill in the GSTR 3B. Okay, this points you have to note. This point here already is there, this one also, or else you can note this point also. GSTR1, what is the GSTR1? Sales informations we have to filled by taxpayer. That all the information we have to fill in the GSTR1. Then okay, next GSTR 3B. So when GSTR 3B is nothing but here GSTR here GSTR 3B monthly return means a regular dealer, so he has to pay the tax filing. So tax filing is nothing but GSTR 3B. In the form we have to fill in that. Once again, so here GSTR 3B means filing, tax filing. We have to, how much we have to pay the tax, all these things means how much we purchased, how much we collected the GST, how much we paid, all these things we have to adjust. After that, how much amount we have to pay, the details we are going to fill in the GSTR 3B means tax filing we are going to do in the GSTR 3B form. Okay, so that is the details they given GSTR 3B. So form GSTR 3B is an interim return. The GST dealer with regular registration should use GSTR 3B to file as monthly returns. Okay, monthly payer, taxpayer, how much we have to pay the tax, the tax information, tax filing we have to do in the GSTR 3B. Okay, so you can we can generate GSTR 3B, export the data in the JSON format and upload it the portal to file the returns option. This the taxpayer. GSTR 1, so that is for sales details. GSTR 3B is the tax filing. This is the details we have. And GSTR 2A, that is the purchase details we can mention in that. Okay, so all the purchases, how much goods we purchased, so how much tax we paid, all the details we can see in the GSTR 2A, that is the purchase details. Understood? So this the annual return. Who is paying the annual return? That person should pay the GSTR 9 form they have to fill. So this the details, all these details we have in that. Okay. So GSTR 9 for annual return. See, we can use the transactional data to file GST annual return form GSTR 9. Okay, so annual return, if I am a monthly payer agidre, if I am a monthly payer or quarterly payer, so GSTR 1 form we have to fill in that, suppose. And when we are going to pay the tax, GSTR 3B tax filing, that form we have to fill in that. After fill the details, we have to upload as a JSON format. Whenever we are going to pay the tax, all the form, it should be the form extension should be JSON format only. If I am a annual payer, annual return, so GSTR 9 form we have to fill. Okay, that is the details so we have in that. So if they are a before whatever we discussed, all these for regular dealer, this is for composition dealer. If I am a composition dealer, so if I am a manufacturer only, suppose composition dealer means my company turnover, it's up to 1.5 crore, that's it. No, I am considered as a small scale industries. So if they are a, if the composition dealer, if he is a manufacturer, 1% tax rate he has to pay. And so if he is a trader, 1%. So services, supplier or food or drinks, human consumptions, 5% GST they have to pay that. Who is that? Composition dealer. This is for composition dealer. This for composition dealer. Note this point. This the details for composition dealer. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay. Next option, composition dealer reports. So if I am a composition dealer, so quarterly, if I am a composition dealer, taxpayer must pay the tax quarterly by filing a statement. So that form name is CMP 08. All the relating to outward supply, and file the returns annually through GSTR 4. Okay, that means all the outward details we have to file in the uh, GSTR 4 form. In that we have to give in that all the outward supply means sales, how much we sold, how much we collected the amount, in that 1% GST they have to pay. Understood now? So this is for composition dealer. For composition, so GSTR 1 for sales details, sales filing, and GSTR 3B tax filing, GSTR 2A that is for purchase information, GSTR 2B and 2B, that is a purchase return and sales return details, that is a farm name. If he is a composition dealer, so GSTR 4, that is a farm name, that is they have to file the tax details, all the information, not tax details, sales information. Okay. For composition dealer, so due date 18th of the next month, that is the due date for composition dealer for them. So for regular dealer, 20th is the last due date. So for composition dealer, 18th is the due date, next month 18th. For example, this Feb month, Feb month tax I have to pay March 20th, before 20th. If I am a composition dealer, so April month, sorry, Feb month tax I have to pay next month before 20th. 20, sorry, before 18th. 18th is the due date. Before that, we have to pay the tax filing. We have to do that. Suppose if not, per day 50 rupees penalty they are going to collecting. Okay. Now, all these are the informations about GST information. Okay, so now what is that means? Now, how to activate the GSTR? Here, see, GSTR 3. One second. Okay, so GSTR 1 for sales information, sales details, outward supply details we have to. GSTR 2 a purchase information. GSTR 3B, that's a tax filing. If I am a, so then annual payer, GSTR 9 form, we have to fill in that. So if I am a composition dealer, GSTR 4. See here, here I have to know that point. GSTR 3B, tax filing. GSTR 2A, 2A, purchase inward informations. Details we have to fill in this form. GSTR 2B, debit note and credit note. Practically, I will show you this one, okay, and debit note. So all the details we have in that. Annual return, so GSTR 9. That's the annual return. 9, annual return. See here, I will show you the details first. In that, I want to open our company. So MCC is our company name. Now I will show you the details. Here, display more reports, statutory reports. In the GST report, see GSTR 1, that is for information, all the sales information. GSTR 3B, how much tax we collected, how much we paid, that only the tax information it's going to display in that. So how much we have to collect the tax filing we have to do that. GSTR 3B we have to upload all the information. GSTR track return, GST return activities means in that GSTR 2A, all the purchase details we can see in that. GSTR to be debit note, credit note informations we can get, we can see in this particular file. That's in the particular file, in the particular form we have to fill in that. Debit note and credit note. Debit note is nothing but purchase return. Credit note is nothing but sales return. The details we have to fill in that. GSTR to A, that is a purchase information. All these things. GSTR purchase information, we have to, that information we have to fill in that. GSTR1, that is the sales information. Understood? GSTR1 for sales, GSTR2A for purchase information, GSTR2B, that is the debit note and credit note, GSTR3B tax filing informations it will come. Okay? Yeah. Next, it that is okay. We done all the details, all the informations about that. I given introduction about the GST, all these things. How to activate the GST first? If I want to activate the GST, now what we have to do? Gateway of Tally. Go to Gateway of Tally. Press F11. That's the company features options. It will come. So activate the GST F11. That means that is the company features. Company features, in that GST, yes, we have to give, we have to enable. Now open the company. Here, this is my company Satya Dealers. So we can press in the keyboard also F11, the function key F11 we can press in the keyboard also. Company features is going to open, or else Alt K. Here also option is there. Alt K, click on that features. Click on that features. See, that is a company features options going to open for us. In that, in this particular screen, enable enable goods and service tax means GST. Yes, we have to give. Click on that S, enter. It's going to ask, you are a regular dealer, are you a regular dealer or composition dealer or special economic zone person, means which type of person, like this is going to ask. I am a regular dealer. If I am a regular dealer, select the regular dealer options. Simultaneously you have to do that. Okay, so one more time, let me repeat. I want to activate the GST. If I want to activate the GST, press F11. That's the company feature options going to open, or else Alt K. In that, here also option is there, company features. Click on that company features. See, this the options going to open. In that, open the company features. Enable goods and service tax GST. These options we have to activate. Click on that S, then OK, enter, press enter. The details is going to open. It's going to ask your company state is Karnataka. You are a regular dealer or composition dealer or regular special economic zone person. Which type of person, like this is going to ask. I am a regular dealer. Select the regular dealer. Union territory place. Are you a union territory places means Andaman, Nicobar, Puducherry, Goa. Like this, you are a union territory places. Like this is going to ask. I am not a union territory places. If it is, yes, we have to give. Okay, enter. Okay, the Satya Dealers company is located in Karnataka only. He is a regular dealer. What is their GST number? See, for GST number, before means old tally prime 2.0 version, 2.1 or 3 till 3.0 version. If we give the random numbers also, it was going to accept. But nowadays not like that. If you got any mistakes, anything in the numbers, if it is not a proper number, it's going to display GST is invalid, like this is going to display. That time we can't take a tax tax invoice, all these things we can't take the print preview, we can't see that, the reports we can't see. That's why valid number only we have to give. How to give the valid number? Example, I have some of valid number. Note this point here. Okay, GST number. See here, some of GST number I taken here. This is give this number for our company, for your companies. Which one we created for this company? We have to give this the GST number. For all suppliers, we can give this GST number, and for all customers we can give this GST number, and for all suppliers we can give this GST number. Okay, then we can see the reports, all these things we can see. This is for interstate. I taken interstate. See, state code has changed. Karnataka state code is 29, no, this state code, Tamil Nadu state code is 33. So I taken one interstate also. First note this point here, or else take screenshot about this. So when uh, you can give your companies also for this GST number, then we won't get any error messages, all these things properly we can see the reports, all these things. Then okay, so now I'm going to copy the data, and here, so in my company GST number I am going to give. This is my GST number. That means Satya Dealers Company's GST number, this one. Okay, GST number I given. I am a monthly payer. If you are a quarterly, we can select quarterly. So just I am selecting the monthly payer. Then e-way bill, e-invoicing. Actually, what is the e-invoice means? My company turnover threshold limit, if it is minimum, so it's that greater than 40. So after that, it can be 5 crore, 50, whatever it is, 50 crore, all these things. If you cross the 5 crore, more than 5 crore income, if you are getting, so we have to generate the e-invoice. We have to give all these e-invoice is going to applicable for every transaction. Okay, enter e-way bill. April 1st is going to have start April 1st, applicable from April 1st only. So enter this one. So it's going to ask GST related charges in master map impact GST states voucher returns. So that is a, you applied the GST number. Do you want to accept like this? Enter again. Click on that enter. See now, click on that. Keep on press enter, enter, enter. All these options no need to give. This one. Set alter company GST. No need to give. Press enter, enter, enter. All the details going to accept. Now I activated the GST to in my company. Like this we have to activate. After that, so we have some of customer, right? So now I want to create some customers. Go to create, select the ledger um, example, enter. So they are Tata Steel, they are my suppliers. So select here suppliers, comes under suppliers, all suppliers comes under sundry creditors. select the sundry creditors. When we are purchasing the product from Tata Steel, here, oh, enter sundry creditors. So he is also regular dealer. Tax registered details. Here he is a Tata Steel companies. We are purchasing the product. If he is a regular, we have to give the regular or composition. We have to mention in that. If he is a regular dealer, okay. If he is a regular dealer, what is his GST number? For all suppliers, we have to give this GST number. We have to mention all suppliers. This the GST number for all suppliers we can give. I copied the details and here I pasted for Tata Steel Company. This is their GST number. Accept, enter, accept all the details. And one more, G1 Electricals. They are for suppliers for us. Enter here, regular dealer, GST number, same GST number I am going to give. Accept. I accepted. It's enough. To supplier's name, it's enough. Again, see, now two customers name we have to create. I created two suppliers. For them, I given the GST number and two customer name we have to create. So, Durga dealers, they are my customer. For them, we have to give the GST number, right? They are also regular. For GST number, in that, for customer, see this GST number. If you give this GST number, copy the GST number and paste here. This the GST for customer GST number. Enter. Why we are going to give means if you give the proper valid GST number, then only we will get the GST report, tax invoice, the preview, everything we can see in the GST portal. How much we paid, how much we collected, all the informations we will see that. That's why. So we have to give valid GST number only. This is for customer. Okay. One more customer I want to create. Shiva Traders. They are my customer. Oh, sorry. All customers comes under sundry debtors. Select the sundry debtors. Just the GST number. Understood now? Accept this one. It's enough for me. Two customers, two supplies we created. So now here some of alteration we have to do in the ledger. Customer Durga Enterprises, not Durga Enterprises, Durga Dealers. I given here their customer, no? Sundry debtors I given, sorry, sundry creditors I given. That's why I'm going to change. Sundry debtors, Control A, accept this one. Durga Dealers is different, Durga's Enterprises is different. Okay, wow. So all this I created some of customer name and we created stock items also. Correct? No, already we created some of stock items. How much stock items, how many stock items we created? Go to alter, in that select the stock item. See, all these are the stock items we created. Suppose if I want to create one more product and thing, for example, what I am going to do, I am going to create one product. Stock items we are going to create. Stock item, here HP printer. This is my stock item. Under, so if we have, I don't have any printer anything, we can create also directly. Here also we can create. Click on that create printer. Enter. Under group primary only. Should quantity of items to be added? Click on yes, because already we done all the details also. Category, if I don't want, it's okay, no problem. So then give the numbers, units, numbers. Understood now? Any confusions is there? Let me repeat. See now, for HP printer, here we have to apply the GST number, GST. That means all electronic goods we have 18% GST. Now here in the stock item screen, we have to apply the GST. So GST applicable? Yes, it's going to applicable. If I press enter, these three options it will come. What is that means? Specify details, here we have to select. Why we have to select specify details here means, so what is the GST number, how much, what is the percentage of GST for HP printer, how much GST is everything we have to mention in that. Whatever we are going to mention in this particular screen, it's going to apply. That's why specify details here. HSN number, actually what is that HSN number means? For every product, HSN is used to identify the goods, and SAC codes are used to identify the services. HSN number used to goods, that is the code number. Okay, so that means HSN means HSN number means for goods. SAC number means SAC code number for services we are going to give. HSN number has 4 or 6 digit code, while SAC number 6 digit code only. SAC stands for Servicing Account Code. HSN stands for. So here some of details is there in that. So what is the code number? Means every product we have some of code number is there for every product. One code number is there. That is we called as a HSN number. For every product, some code is there. It should be 4 or 6 digit code number. That is the product code. SAC stands for Servicing Accounting Code. HSN code stands for Harmonized System of Nomenclature. That is we called as a HSN number. HSN code is 4 or 6 digit. For every product we have some of code number. Understood? Okay, so that's why it's going to ask here, what is the HSN number for this product? Randomly I am going to give 4 digit number I am going to give. Description in that goods, enter. Again it's going to ask GST rate and related details. So what is the GST rate? Here we have to select specify details here. So what are the GST details we are going to specifying? It's going to apply the HP printer. Select specify details here. Is this taxable goods or exempted goods, nil rated, non GST? Which type of goods this one is going to ask? That is a taxable goods. Click on the taxable. Okay, taxable. Okay, so what is the GST rate for HP printer? That's a 18% GST. Okay, enter. That is a, that is not a services. This is the type of supplies, that is a goods option. Click on that goods. I don't want to give anything. Enter, enter. Just we have to give accept. Like this, first when we are going to creating the product, we can give like this. But already we created the stock item. Already so many stock items we created, but we didn't apply the GST amount for them. That's why I want to apply the whatever already we created, which are the product we created. For that I want to apply the GST rate. How to apply? Go to alter, select the stock item. Here see Dell ThinkBook, select this one, enter. Here see applicable, specify details, here we have to mention HSN code number, random number I given, description goods. So GST applicable from, so for which date it's going to applicable? So April 1st only we have to give. April 1st it's going to applying. Okay, next again press enter, select specify details here. It's going to ask, is this taxable product or exempted nil rated non GST? This is the taxable product. Click on the tax. What is the tax rate? 18%. Accept. GST details. It starts from April 1st only. Select 1 4. I'm going to select. Enter. Accept this one. We accepted. Again, select the HP Pavilion. For that also GST is there. Like this, we have to do alteration options. That's it. Specify details here. HSN code number, description, goods, GST, effective date for GST details 1 4. Specify details here. Is this taxable goods? Yes, taxable. 18% taxable. Accept all the details. Okay, like this we can select the product, all these things we can. So then Samsung Galaxy, if you want alteration, we can do the alteration. Specify details here. HSN code number, goods, April 1st. Specify the details means, is this a taxable goods? Yes, this is a taxable. What is the GST rate? 18%. 1 4. Accept this one. Like this we can give the details, all these things we can. For LG top load, for this also I am going to mentioning specify details here. HSN code number, description goods. In that, new effective date is April 1st only. Specify details here. What are the informations I am going to apply? That option is going to apply for this particular product. Taxable product. So what is the GST rate then? 18%. For all electronic goods, we have 18% only. Okay, enter, accept. Like this we given for all product, we enter the GST number. Okay, so next class we have to do that. Tomorrow we have class to next session. So we have to do the transaction with the GST. Understood? Any confusions, anything is there? Okay, so we will start from next class. Okay, tomorrow we have class. Okay, bye.